Listo, Judge. Yes. Ready?
Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, September 27th, and it is 5 p.m. We are in the building committee meeting. I am going to take roll call. Esteban Rangel, I am present. Lupita Cepeda is absent. Judge Mercurio Martinez, present, and Jorge J.D. Delgado is absent. Item number 3, Dr. Ramirez.
Item number 3. So we're gonna call on Mr. Cesar Vela. It's approval for planning repairs at the Maravilla Gym. As you know, Mr. Chair, we're having issues with the plumbing and the restrooms in the Maravilla Gym, and so I'll let them talk. They had an analysis done about what needs to happen, and they're ready to give an update on a proposal. So Mr. Vela and Mr. Cepeda will give us the update.
Thank you, Mr. Vela.
Good afternoon, members of the board. Dr. Ramirez, for the record, Cesar Vela, Vice President of Finance and Administration. For this item, board members, we are asking for approval for the repairs at the Maravillo Gym. These are plumbing repairs, and we're asking that the board approve a contract with Cubic Contracting LLC. It is a by-board contract number 638-21. The total cost of the repairs is $73,966. I will go ahead and defer to Mr. Orlando Cepeda, and he'll provide you the details of the work that will be performed at the Maravillo Gym.
Orlando Cepeda for the record. The work that we're doing at the Laredo Gym is technically infrastructure work to make the place operational. We're replacing cast iron pipe, broken commodes, installing cleanouts, any water lines that are leaking, things like that. There's a lot of concrete needs to be broken out to replace some of the cast iron pipe and installing cleanouts, which then also unclogging floor drains and that sort of amount of stuff like that doesn't sound like much, but it kind of amounts to a lot of labor to break concrete, repair, and then also replacing broken commodes, urinals, and so that's the kind of work we're talking about.
And that's Mr. Cepeda, and that's just due to old. It's an old building.
Old technology. We now install a lot of cleanouts, which help us unplug stuff. Cast iron pipe, that kind of stuff is we're kind of modernizing the infrastructure of the bathroom system.
Okay.
We still gotta go in there and probably replace shower heads, faucets, things like that. But this is basically to make the place operational.
When if approved, I'm thinking this is gonna be on Thursday. Yes, if approved, what's the time frame on it to start and to hopefully finish by when?
I'd have to get back on you guys for that because, as I mentioned, sometimes on this kind of stuff, sometimes when you break concrete or you dig,
You keep finding things.
you find other things, other problems. Yeah, and then you gotta fix them. You just can't kind of leave it. So I'd say we gotta kind of start doing the work and assess exactly. Hopefully, we don't run into any major problems. But
Okay. 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 Any questions? Judge?
whatsoever.
No?
Thank you.
Okay. Good. Thank you. Mr. I guess Vela, number 4.
Yes,
approval of change order?
before we move to the next item,
Okay.
Mr. Frankel, just to point out, the funding for the project is coming from the deferred maintenance, funds that we have available.
Okay,
On your agenda item, you'll see there that, the beginning balance for this, fund was 2,410,000 at the beginning of the year. The board has approved, the parking lot project, which is total 735,000. We're also, the board also approved, Figueroa Science Complex water line upgrade, which is 252,000. We also approved the phone repairs, here at the Fort McIntosh campus. And when we take into account, this, project that is coming up for approval, at the Thursday meeting, we will have a balance of, $1,288,913.
It's in pretty good shape.
Yes, sir, for the deferred maintenance. Now, one other thing, we did go out for, we requested bids or quotes. This was the only company that submitted a quote. So we did have a walkthrough of the facility. So the contractor came and met with physical plan and went through the scope of work, during that visit. Again,
It was a local contractor, right? Is it a local contractor or an out of town?
actually, this company is out of the Corpus Christi area. They do have office or presence here in Laredo. So they just started business here in Laredo. So right now they are doing some work locally, for some other entities. And right now they are pending, a contract with the city of Laredo for some work that they've also, done up to bid.
So we will have their presence for quite a while.
Yes, sir. Again, they started, some work here at, locally here. And again, we did reach out to, other, companies, but again, they were the only ones that, submitted a proposal
Thank you.
for this work.
Thank you.
okay, thank you, Mr. Vela. Item number 4, the approval of change order for P14 building project. Mr. Vela,
Yes. Mr. Cepeda is gonna pass a couple of copies of some of the drawings that were submitted by the architect for this project. For this, agenda item, we're asking, for approval of a change order, in the amount of $42,273.73 for the, P14 building project.
This P14 project, what building is that? Oh, imaginary.
That is
Okay.
the Imaginary project, sir.
Okay.
It is a facilities master plan phase 2 bond project. The funding for the, change order is coming out of the, facilities master plan phase 2 bonds. We currently have savings of $109,090, in the equipment line item. If approved, if the change order is approved, we'll have a balance of $66,716.27 in that, savings line item. The work that is being, proposed is, when, the original scope, was presented for this project, it called for resurfacing some of the wood floor areas. Unfortunately, as they, uncovered some of the, existing VCT tile that was there, they found out that some of the floor was, unrepairable. So obviously, the proposal is now to replace some of this, floor with, pre-engineered wood floor, specifically on the second floor, and also in, the first floor, some of the areas, that, they found were not, possible to, repair. It also calls for some leveling of the floor so that, we don't have any issues with the, new, pre-engineered wood floor. Now, like I mentioned, Mr. Cepeda passed a copy of some of the work, or some of the areas that will be addressed with this work, and, I'll let Mr. Cepeda, go over some of those items.
The first page, is what was spec'd out. Tile and the area in yellow on the right was supposed to be refinished wood, but when we found out the wood is so deteriorated, it can be refinished. So we're putting, the second page is the revised scope and, scribbled there in red, the whole, area next to the yellow is that wood that we were gonna refinish. We're now gonna put a 3-inch plywood base and then put the pre-engineered, wood and, similarly, other things to reinforce the flooring had to be done on the building. So, and if you look at the pricing, we've gotten stuff that they were gonna do has been deducted. And, you know, what they now need to do with that, so when you work up all the numbers, it came out to that number, 42,000. And so.
So the monies are available for us. We have the funds here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Judge, that's correct. Currently under the facilities master plan phase 2, we did have, savings, from that bond, that'll cover the, additional funds needed for this change order.
And what we're doing, if I might add, is the same, wood and tile that we're picking for this particular building is the same that we're gonna standardize in all of our historical buildings.
Okay.
So we're gonna standardize that floor for everything, where the floor cannot be refurbished and saved. We're gonna use this. This is, we're trying to standardize the interior paints and exterior paints, but we're also trying to standardize the tile and the wood floorings and the carpets, so that we don't have, excuse me, different colors hanging out there.
The history of.
Well, right, that, and that we can also maintain it long-term and keep it looking nice.
Cheaper.
It's less expensive when we do it that way. Yes, sir.
Because you buy it in bulk and you keep.
That's the plan, yes.
Okay. And that's it, Mr. Vela? Mr. Cepeda, are we good?
Yes, that would be the last item, sir.
Okay, motion to adjourn then?
That's so move.
Thank you. Let's go.
That was great.
Mataya.
Thank you.
So that's in Mr. Cepeda. She takes forever.
Don't tell her that.
I know.
She'll be very upset.
Very good.
I still have tickets for the Chamber of Commerce, I think,